where I come from, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. And they reckon I got the ugliest one, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. And if you had a dog that looked like that, you'd shave its ass and teach it to walk backwards, but you couldn't teach an animal to fuck like that. So she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. She ain't no fucking oil painting, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. There's no politically correct word for fucking fat, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Bloke wants to Rattue, gotta follow a map, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. And providing I can get drunk enough, she's Ellie McPherson when I'm up her, and there's no way me mates are ever gonna wanna fuck her, so she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. She ain't no fucking oil painting, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's got VO and she's got bad breath, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Looks like a buffalo wearing a dress, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. She picks her nose and she's always farting, got saggy tits and a saggy ass, but I tell you what, mate, I'm fucking laughing, cause she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. She ain't no fucking oil painting, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she ain't too pretty and she ain't too bright, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. She chews tobacco and she smokes a pipe, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's got the uglies and she's got the stupids, make two short planks look like a computer, and I gotta get drunk to get the courage up to Rattue, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. She ain't no fucking oil painting, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. She ain't no fucking oil painting, but she's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, and the best bit is she's deaf and dumb, and her old man dropped dead and left her a pup, so I'm not as fucking stupid as you thought I was, and she's the sort of Sheila for me. She's the sort of Sheila for me. Yeah, she's the sort of Sheila for me.
Thank you. This song here, when I thought about it, I've written a lot of love songs, you know. I've written songs like, love songs. I'm getting dinkum about you, darling, because I've had a fat all day. You remember that one? Do you fuck on first dates? There's another great love song. But there's a bit of a sing-along in it as well. But what it is, the song came from the fact that I haven't written a song about being broken-hearted, about a relationship that's fallen over. So, my first attempt at that. How an Australian bloke would deal with it. No need to tell me, I can tell it's all over. I can see that our love's on the rocks. I've known for some time that the passion was dying, 'cause the hand jobs and the head jobs had stopped. And fucking forget it. May as well feed this here bone to the dog. And me heart is a-breaking, and me love spuds are aching, and I'm missing you, sucking me cock. You sensitive bastards. This is the verse that talks about caring, sharing. I've lost count of the pearl necklaces I give ya, and the facials from the odd tonsil prod. And I miss the way you'd smile as you'd gargle, hold your nose and then swallow the lot. Now there's an unemployed sign pinned on me fly, and me zipper's all rusty and locked. And I miss your sweet lips doing tricks with me dick, and I'm missing you, sucking me cock. Since you've stopped giving head, I've been wanking instead till I've near worn the fucking knob off. And me gonads are hurting, they're bulging, near bursting. Now the sucking and slurping have stopped. Can't wank fast enough, 'cause it keeps backing up. Since your spittle has dried on me knob, and me sphincter's missing your finger, and I'm missing you, sucking me cock, and I'm missing you, sucking me cock.
First song I walked out on stage with. Ah, you can't say cunt in Canada. Saying cunt's not very nice at all. No, you can't say cunt in Canada. So I asked the Sheilas what they called it. And they said muff, mut, minge, quim, twat, little flower, twinkle, tunnel of love. So if you're going to say cunt in Canada, you got to say it with a velvet glove. And you can't say cunt in Canada. Here we go. No, you can't say cunt in Canada. So I thought I'd better ask the guys. And no, you can't say cunt in Canada. Why wasn't I surprised when they said gash, pussy, poontang, beef, curtain, burger, gateway to her guts? Gateway to her guts. Why was I smoking when I wrote that one? Split whisker, beaver, long eye, front bum, growler, hairy lasso. No, you can't say cunt in Canada, because cunt's considered pretty fucking rude. No, you can't say cunt in Canada. So when I get to Montreal, if you're going to say cunt in Canada, you got to say it in French as well. So here goes Piliplut, La Conte, President Mitterrand, Pepe Le Pew. No, you can't say cunt in Canada, because cunt's considered pretty damn rude. And you can't say cunt in Canada. Woo! If you haven't said this out loud, the title of this next song, if you haven't said it out loud in the last month, you've at least thought it, all right? I'm guaranteeing you that. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. Started as a fart in bed. Well, it started as a fart, but I shit myself instead, and the fucking missus going off my fucking head. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. And running to the dunny like a bastard, trying to hold it in with me finger up me arse, and skidding past the kids and them little cunts laughing. Had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. No hot water, had to take a cold shower. Scrubbing shit from every orifice took a fucking hour. Then fuck, no fucking towels. Had an absolute cunt of a day. Pulling on me jeans and tripped. Busted me nose and split me fucking lip, and then got me cock caught me fucking zip. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Help me! I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. And driving myself to the docks, packet of tissues wrapped around me cock. Not a good time to get stopped by the cops. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. The bastard didn't even let me explain. just cuffed me up and hauled me off to jail. No fucking phone call, no fucking bail. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Your turn. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. So, Your Honour, that's how it is. That's exactly how it started and how it ended up here. And you bastards laugh and ain't making it any easier. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. And I'm in too much fucking pain to plead. And I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. Just take me out the back and fucking shoot me, please. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a, just another one of them absolute cunt of a days. Yeah!